POV, a Florida classroom.
Coach Colin here, coolest high performance coach in the world. And if you want the absolute best takes to the podcasts and videos you love, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. So from the last video I did, I had to ask myself the question, what have teachers become? At first, I was just asking, what have schools become because of this 6th grade boy?
Now, this book was at my middle school and it was on a stand. When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel.
But then I had to ask myself, what have teachers become?
Teaching job, so the kids are going to call me either Mr. or Mrs. Jamie. It depends on what I want, but I, as a non-binary being, I don't know what to pick. I feel like Mrs. would be easier for the kids, but Mr. makes me feel better, but I also kind of want to try mix, but I don't know if the kids can do that. And then what do they do when they ask me if I'm a boy or a girl? I'm not. I don't know.
Explain that it's young kids too.
It's young kids. My class is going to be 4-year-olds.
And there's all of that I just showed you. But then there is Ethan Hooper, a very poor excuse for a man. He's one of these very woke, very leftist, has a little bit of Dave Chappelle in him. And not because he's funny, but because he thinks he can run a sketch show out of his classroom.
I shall not read books.
I shall not read books.
Books are bad.
Books are bad.
If I read, it's approved by the feds.
If I read, it's approved by the feds.
Yep, y'all hear that? Yep.
Ethan Hooper actually took these children and organized them, just as you saw in that last clip, put them together in all these different sketches and, got his political point across via these children and then posted it on TikTok for everyone to see. And then he has the nerve to actually say, well, he didn't actually say it, but he's allowing the children to say it. They're saying that they're the ones that organized these videos. They're the ones that wanted to do these sketches.
And one of the teacher students was almost moved to tears at the thought of him not returning to the classroom. The student said she and her classmates came up with the ideas for the TikTok videos.
I'm bullshit.
Books are bad.
Books are bad.
Jada Jackson, a 6th grader at Howard Middle School, showed me a TikTok video created by her class and teacher, Ethan Hooper.
We were definitely not forced. We all agreed.
Jackson said Hooper helped them record skits during lunchtime. Some of the videos are about book bans in the state.
And he hasn't made a statement saying, no, it was me. Leave the kids alone. I don't want to see these kids get in trouble. I take full responsibility. Nothing like that has come from his end, which is absolutely terrible. That's why I say a poor excuse for a man. You're not supposed to hide behind these children and let them try to take the blame for you so you can be reinstated into your job. You're a teacher. You're supposed to stand in front of them. You're supposed to shield them from any blame, shield them from any responsibility because they're kids.
Tears welled up in Jackson's eyes. If Hooper is fired, the 6th grader said she'd feel partially responsible.
How does it make you feel to see your daughter kind of get emotional and almost feel a sense of guilt?
It makes me feel sad where we are as a society.
This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own, teaching alongside another queer neurodivergent educator, and we have been rocking our Tuesday class. We've been talking about gender and skin color and consent and empathy and our bodies and autonomy. It's been fabulous.
These teachers, their ideologies, the things that they're saying, the things that they're putting forth, the ideas they're putting in kids' heads, like how is this acceptable? What about math? What about English? What about history? What about just school? What about just teaching kids? Like these kids are like what, grade 6, 7? How about just getting them ready for grade 8? How about they just leave your class? They leave that grade just at the reading level they're supposed to be at. And if you want to go above and beyond, instead of sketches, how about you just get them ready for high school? like what happened to all of that?
I'm about to run up on these kids and start banning these books right away. Hey, what y'all reading? What y'all reading? Harry Potter? You reading Harry Potter? Oh, witchcraft. Gotta go. Hey. A black boy? No, absolutely not. What you reading? The Hate You Give? I'm gonna give you something to hate. This book's gone. Say goodbye. What you reading? I wonder how you feel once this book is gone. Say goodbye. What you reading? What in the gotta go, class act. What is this class act? I'll show you a class act. This book, say goodbye.
The TikToks led to Hooper being put on leave. The school district issued this statement that reads in part, Orange County Public Schools will not tolerate the use of our children as political pawns. Any employee of who creates videos or content with students in an effort to exploit them for political purposes will be immediately removed from the classroom, placed on administrative leave, and swift action will be taken to terminate employment.
But as for me, I'm going to be homeschooling my kid. I really wanted to homeschool just for the fact of just having a more secure nuclear family unit. I just wanted us to be more cohesive, but now I see it's actually vital. It's a vital thing that I have to do for my children, or else they'll be subjected to stuff like this.
I'm a 4th grade teacher, and I do a lot of work with social justice and equity in my classroom. We have racialized conversations all the time.
This video is for language teachers. If you don't know who I am, my name's Blossom. I use they, them pronouns in English, en español y en francés. I'm an educational consultant for gender and sexuality.
There is no way, I repeat, no way that these kids came up with these sketches. It just doesn't happen. And on top of that, here's the thing. You're an adult. That guy seems like he's like my age. So you're an adult. A bunch of kids come to you and they say, hey, can you film us doing sketches on your phone and put it on your TikTok? No. Go do your work. That's the response a teacher is supposed to have.
Superintendent Maria Vasquez said, I am appalled at the behavior and judgment of the teacher who posted the inappropriate videos using his students as political props. This is not free speech. It is the exploitation of our students.
So I will end it the exact way that I started it. What have teachers become?
Hey y'all, this is your daily reminder that Dr. Seuss is racist.
So let me know in the comments what's going on with you guys. What do you guys think about what teachers have become? Do you think it's a good thing that they're starting to step outside the box of just learning in teaching, the subjects that they need to teach? Or do you think it's a bad thing? What do you think? Do you think that they should be more involved in the kids' lives? Do you think that the kids should be have more knowledge of the teacher's personal life? Or do you think it should be less? What do you think? Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Twitter. Both handles to those platforms are I am Coach Colin. And other than that, soul not for sale as always. And I'm out.
I reached out to Hooper, but I haven't gotten a response yet. Thompson, though, says she did speak to Hooper today. He says at this point he does not know where he stands with OCPS. We do know, though, that there is an open investigation by the Office of Professional Standards.